Hey everybody, I guess this is going live. My orientation is locked. Let's see what we have. Let's go to my channel. Blessings from the garden. Hey everybody. I hope I'm live. Okay, I see that Robin Smith is here. Turn it this way. Vanessa Buckner, can you guys hear me okay? Chime Moss Farm is here. Antia, Backyard Farming with Ashley. Taishi, Debbie Epps, At Home with Cherie, Ladybug Palmer, Maria Graham, Quinny's Playroom, Jean Dudley. And Debbie Epps says she can hear me. I know that it's not in landscape mode. I don't know. I tried to rotate it, it locked. Probably has something to do with the upgrades on the PC, because I remember, not PC, but the phone. I remember doing an upgrade on my phone last year and I had to change those settings. So it's okay. I'm looking at myself now. It looks all right. I'll fix it the next time by tomorrow. So Marie Graham said they can hear me, and Joyce Elmore, thank you so much. Juicing with Jay is here. Raining Love. They call me Sunshine is here. Grandmama Gross, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Maria Graham. She said she loved my hair. Yeah, you noticed I had to put on a different one today. I don't try to hide the fact that I wear glamour. You all know I'm a cosmetology educator. My natural hair is very soft and fine and curly. And because I had thyroid surgery and cancer surgery, it did some damage to some of my follicles. I'm not bald or anything like that. It's just that it's a little thinner at the top and the size. And my daughter, who is another diva, just told me, said, Mama, you look better when you wear one of your girls. So I appreciate her telling me the truth. And that's what I do. Hey, Tia Morris, Daniel Morris is here. And Juicing with Jay, I want you to know that my cuttings that you sent me of my pomegranate tree are leafing out and getting some, well, look like the beginning of roots. And so I am so happy and so appreciative that you sent me that, because I know I probably say it a lot, but I can't help it. On February the 3rd of this year, we had a polar freeze in Texas. And we had an unbelievable temperature of 3 degrees. And that's unheard of in my area. And so I lost a lot. I lost everything in the greenhouse except my Miho Satsuma tree. And it came back. It was in shock and only produced 5 pieces, maybe 6 pieces of fruit this year. But it's healthy and the fruit was delicious, and I think next year is going to be better. But everything I lost outside of the greenhouse in the food forest, God has blessed me to recover it and more. I lost my pomegranate tree. And guys, this is the deal. The pomegranate tree was discontinued from Ison's nursery. It was a Utah Gold. It was a golden outside skin with a little coral blush to it. And the inside, it was like a light pink pomegranate seeds, the pulp. And that tree that Jake took the cuttings from is not exactly the same, but it looked, from his videos, it looked very similar. And not only will I have one tree in a few years, if the Lord says the same, I'm going to have three. And I'll probably give one away or to my children if they want it. But I just said this to say this. I receive cash donations from my subscribers. When that happened to me, I put on a big front, a big face, but I was devastated. And I was afraid to go out and shop until about, because of the pandemic, until I think it was March or April. And I replaced 4 citrus trees, I think. But I think I lost 6. And I lost the biggest apple tree in my food forest. And I dug that bad boy out myself. And I had to be in the bed for a couple of days. And I learned that I can't do what I used to do. But I don't want to keep dwelling on that. But I just wanted to bring to your attention that all of the banana plants that you saw in my last 2 videos came back from the dead. They looked as if they were dead. I piled on the pear trees, apple trees, citrus trees, everything on top of it. Threw some old soil that was in the containers. I had a 5-year-old California Wonder red and orange pepper plant, sweet bell pepper. I piled all of that stuff on top of it. And out of that hugelkultur came a lot of banana plants that came back, little pups. And so that's what you see in my last 2 videos, me digging some of them up and putting them in containers and in a wheelbarrow, and then a temporary winterization process because it got down to, it was predicted to go to 31, but it actually got down to 29 degrees. But this is the deal. In a few days, it's going to be back in the 80s. So our weather is just so up and down. We have to be careful. Right now, there is no heat on in the greenhouse. And I turned the heat off in my home, or turned it down, because I don't want to be perspiring. I just got through teaching a body butter and hair butter and oils for your hair all the way down to the soles of your feet class, and it ended at 2 o'clock, and I didn't want to have any heat on. So if you look real close, you'll see that it's 69 degrees where my soursop trees are. It is 75 degrees where I'm sitting right now, and it is 81 and 86 degrees where the sensors are in the greenhouse, and that's with the door open and no heat on. So how quickly the weather can change here. But you should never get discouraged or give up if you live in an area like me. I live in 8A, Mesquite, Texas, but some other people may live, let's say, North Carolina 8A, and it's not as hot, or the temperature don't swing. I wanted to say bipolar, but last time I said that in a video, I insulted somebody who was bipolar, and I don't know why, but when I say bipolar, the weather would change in a heartbeat. So I just want to bring that to your attention. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. The more you do it. I think it was the sweet spot. She said, she had a beautiful little comment about, she didn't know, she was glad to see what I did because she wasn't sure she should winterize her plants or let them keep growing. And my response to her was, never give up. Just go with the flow, something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what I wrote. But in other words, don't give up. The more you garden, the more you'll be able to handle those little weather curves. And you'll know what to do. Like, I knew not to put plastic on top of the burlap, the frost cloths and the sheets, because I know it's going to be warm in a couple of days, and that plastic will sweat up under there and just make everything rot. So when it's consistently cold, I'm going to show you how I do the final process. Okay, but it was a blessing to have as much as I did survive and come back. And it's a blessing that my subscribers sent me money through my Cash App and told me to buy me a lemon tree. And like I said, I was paranoid a little bit because I didn't want to go out without, get out in the environment, with the pandemic. But I waited a little while and I replaced. God allowed me to be blessed to replace everything that I lost. Hey, Grandmama Grows. Hello, Miss Kia Parks. My granny's garden. My granny's garden is Viola Graham. Am I right? I got to get these names because she started her YouTube channel, and I'm so happy. Tasha O. She Grows is in the house. And I think I got everybody. Now, who was the first person here? It was Robin Smith. Robin Smith, do you have a Cash App? And the second person was Vanessa Buckner. Do you have a Cash App? Now I'm going all the way back down to the end. And Robbie Island Duncan said, frost in the garden this morning, but I think it's gone. Yes, same thing with me. Oh, I'm so glad you made it too, Betterson family. And Miss Granny's Garden is speaking to Robbie. Miss Granny's Garden. She's saying yes, but I don't know what she's saying yes to. Robin Smith. Okay, do I have a moderator in the house? Yes, I do. At Home with Cherie and Debbie Epps. Would you please put up my email address? Oh, thank you, Chime Moss family, for the cash donation. I appreciate you. The Dallas Cowboys are on, so she's in and out. Wanted to show some love. Thank you so much. I understand. My sons and my late husband were really big Cowboy fans. So Vanessa Buckner was the second person. Okay, so I'm asking them to put my email address up, and the reason why I asked you guys if you had a Cash App is because I'm going to give both of you $5 to buy you some seeds. Instead of sending you a gift, I'll just Cash App you both $5, and you never know where I'm going to take it from. I may take it from the first person that has a name that start with the M or C. I'm just going to do it random like that. Every Sunday, I'm going to bless somebody with cash to buy them some seeds. The only thing I ask you to do is to email me your Cash App and then email me the seeds after you bought them. Okay? So I can put it on a community post or something. So God bless me, and I'm going to bless you. Okie dokie. Yes. Blessings from the garden. So you never know where I'm going to go with this. Starting in January, I am going to be featuring gardeners and how they are a blessing to the YouTube community. So I want you guys, please put up my email address. If you're still in here, please put up my email address. Maybe I can do it. I've got to find, I got all these notes in here that I use for my class. Let me see. If I could just copy and paste it. Yeah. Okay, there goes my email address. Oh, Debbie got it up too. And I think I'll put my Cash App up if somebody is in here want to bless me with some cash to bless other people. Oh, Robin Island Duncan just did it. Well, she did it with the cash, the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. We just had a wonderful time in the class. We taught body butters and body, hair, and skin oils. And it's a wonderful feeling to be able to share your knowledge with other people that can enhance their business that they already have, or if they're thinking about starting a business, or if they just want to make gifts for their family. It's a beautiful feeling. And I really, really thoroughly enjoyed the classes. I won't be having any more, and I won't put up a schedule until after Christmas for the next classes, but you guys know that they'll always be on Sunday, and it'll always be at noon Central Time, and it won't be more than an hour. So if you miss the class for any reason, we'll be rotating them, and they will come back. No, Better Son Family, I don't record the classes for the simple reason I'm not giving anybody my repertoire. As I mentioned in the class, I pay thousands of dollars for the knowledge that I have that I pass on, and I'm not going to let anybody record me and then just start doing copycat videos and say they are inspired. Okay? So, no, I don't record them, but I have plenty of time in there that I allow you to take all the notes that you want. And if I know it's something that is really relevant that you may need later, I'll stop and say, write this down. Trust me, you're going to need this. Okay? And thank you so much for understanding. But you know, this is social media. Times have changed. And in a way, you have to kind of protect some of your knowledge because people will take it from you. I taught beauty school for 40 years. And I've been doing hair since I was 15, illegally and legally. When I say illegally, before I went to beauty school. And so all the knowledge that I have, thank you, Melissa. She's saying, I was in the class, I learned so much, great session, and I highly recommend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so when I can physically see the people's faces and they make expressions, sometimes they are not aware that those gestures are giving me physical clues that the light bulb has gone off and they understand what I'm saying and they're going to apply what I'm saying. And I get a thrill out of it. I love it. I love what I do. I love it. You can tell because it just goes all through me. I love what I do. And I like when people tell me that the light bulb went off or it was a good class. Do I have to have it to make myself feel good? No. But it sure does feel good when you know that you've helped someone and they have acknowledged it. It makes me feel real, real good. Hey, Peanut, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. So getting back to the blessings of the garden, please just take down my email address. Email me your Cash App. When I get off of this live, I will put the money on your Cash App, and I'll have a list. And I'm like Santa. I'll be checking it twice. And I will email you because I want to see your seeds. Because I want to put that up coming up in the spring, how we all are being blessed and how we're going to be blessed from our gardens by helping one another. And let me say this to you. If you are a gardener, you should be gardening because it's a passion, but you also should be gardening to be self-sufficient and self-sustaining. So you should be gardening and prepping. You do not have to go out and be in a panic and buy food and store it and hoard it. Because gardeners, we prep. It's a way of life. We prep because we want nutritious food. We prep because we want our children, our grandchildren have healthy food. And we prep in good times and in bad times to always have healthy, delicious foods. Now, I was talking to a few people yesterday and the day before, particularly my sister, who lives in an urban area, and she was talking about how they were trying to manipulate the public to think that there was a shortage of chickens by telling you there's a limit. See, if they put a message on the door, chickens are limited to two, then it sends a subliminal message to you to hoard anything else that they don't have a limit on. It's a strategy to make you panic and buy more than what you need. Yes, you should be putting back something every week, every day, or every time you go to grocery store, something's on sale. I love, love, love growing with Hudson. She has her lives and she runs it down and she'll tell you what's on sale at Kroger's. Last week she was talking about Progressive Soup. I think when she was talking about it, I was working on emails for my orders. And then later I got active in the chat. And Progressive Soup is one of those healthy soups that is low in sodium, no artificial ingredients, and preservatives. So stuff like that, I'm all for promoting. But I'm not for promoting what can lead to high blood pressure and kidney disease. And I can't help it. It's my ministry. I don't care what YouTuber gets mad at me because I tell you I don't buy all that junk in a can. Okay? So getting back to my conversation with my sister, she was saying that they had on the door only 2 chickens. Then she went to another store, same area, not that many miles away, and there's no limit on what you can buy. So a lot of this manipulation of prices, so they can go up on prices, make you panic, and make you buy stuff that you really don't need or that is not good for you. And this happened, and I'm not going to name any store so I don't get any strikes on YouTube. This happened at the beginning of the pandemic. They were actually taking the canning jars and supplies and moving them off the floor of these big superstores and putting them back in the stock room. And people who worked there was exposing it and taking pictures and putting it on YouTube. And they were actually not boarding up, but roping around all of the seeds. So you couldn't buy any seeds and grow your own food. So you have to go to the big box stores and pay high prices for food that they were price gouging. Anybody remember this? Let me know in the chat if you remember it. Anybody remember this in the beginning of the pandemic? Hey, Sunflower Sammy, that's okay. We'll get you the next time. Yes, Growing with Hudson, she's on it, and she tells us about a lot of fresh things that we can get when they call me Sunshine and Betterment Family, so they remember it. Yeah, so don't fall for the hype. And I've seen people use articles that are 5 years old about food shortages and it presented to you like it's brand new. Don't fall for it. Anything to get a view or a click. As a gardener, you should always be prepping and storing food that's healthy and nutritious for your family. I told you guys in the video I have enough greens canned. I'm giving them away and cooking them fresh because I'm still eating greens from 2019, and I have greens 2020 and 2021. Why am I still canning them? No, let some people have them that can use them now. Don't hoard. Y'all don't want me to start preaching. And I tell you about the farmer who stored up too much grain. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Okay, let me come back. Let me circle back. Yes, I remember canning supplies were scarce just a few months ago. Tasha, and now they're everywhere. And you got to be careful because it's like inferior product. You got to check the lids because some of the lids don't have that wide ring around it like the balls and the cares who companies merged. I've got some old lids and I've got some new lids. The best place to go get your lids and things like that now is grocery stores, Ace Hardware, not the big places, not the average places that people look for. Because even though they are plentiful now, They are not the same quality as they used to. So try to get the older ones. Watch your expiration dates on some of these warehouse stores where you get good deals, because a lot of people are buying canned goods that have expired or close to being expiring. So be careful with that. And I always preach about the artificial ingredients with gardeners, because we want to grow healthy and don't want to be dependent on what's in the grocery store. Okay. Robbie Allen Duncan says she would go to one store, it was limits, go to the up the interstate to the next neighborhood, no limits and plenty. That's what I'm talking about. That's what my sister said. She said in the urban neighborhood, they put those stipulations. She go to the suburbs and everything is fine. So don't play mind games with you. We are too intelligent of people. We're intelligent enough to grow our own food. We're intelligent enough to not to be taken advantage of. Okay? All right. I'm moving on. Now, Tasha says she going to her local Ace Hardware. Those are the places where you need to look. You guys remember on Amazon, they have a lot of affiliates. And somebody remind me to tell you something about my affiliate link. Somebody remind me, one of my moderators, if I go off and don't remember. Remember me telling you all about, I bought some lids off of Amazon, because they have a lot of different distributors. You know, they ship their stuff into the Amazon, throw it in their little truck, and they deliver it to you free if you have Amazon Prime, right? So you can save a lot of money on Amazon, but you have to be very careful because there's some shady people. They had people on there selling pressure cookers as if they were pressure canners. Were they deceitful in the name? No. But they said things like in the advertisement, store your food for a long time. But it said pressure cooker, and people bought it. And then there's another thing that's called an autoclave that they use to sterilize surgical implements and manicuring tools that are stainless steel that you use in nail shops and hair salons. People were buying that and thought they were buying pressure canners. So now they're plentiful, they're everywhere. Be careful, just make sure that you're not getting anything that is not what it's presented to be, and make sure that you go through, your credit card or PayPal, where you can file a claim if they don't take the merchandise back. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Ace is a great way to sign up for those discounts. And Lynette Tucker is speaking to everybody, and Jean Dudley is saying she remembered the gouging, the price gouging, and the scarcity of products. And a lot of times, see where I live, it ain't no limits on nothing. There's no limits on anything. Might be a little elevation in some of the prices, but there's no limits. And then I can drive 15 minutes away and go into the urban area, and then it'll tell you 2 of this or 2 of that. And you order online and compare and contrast prices, and you'll see it's not as bad as people making it. Can it get bad? Yes. Indiana is where I'm from, and my sister was telling me they're getting ready to shut down the schools again because the new strand of the virus is so bad. I watched the thing on CNN on my computer on YouTube where it says the 4th wave of the virus in Michigan is worse than the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. And people are still dying, and the hospital don't have enough beds and equipment. So it can get bad again, but don't panic, just prepare. Gardeners are preppers. Okay, just making sure I got everything that I wanted to cover. And another thing I want to tell you guys about, I say, don't let me forget. What was it? Yes, at home with Cherie, they were selling pressure cookers as pressure canners. Cherie or Debbie, what did I tell you ought to remind me of? Oh, my affiliate link. Lady Cheryl, remember to talk about your affiliate link. Okay. So here I am, Miss Honest, when I filled out the application online for the affiliate link on Amazon. And I'm not saying anything bad about Amazon. But I was honest and I put down my website. So if you put down your website, you have to put the link that you have on your list on your website. So I qualified instantly, and a couple people bought something from that link, and I made 33 cents. Not being sarcastic, a penny is a penny. But then a couple of days later, they sent me an email and say I was disqualified because I didn't put the links on my website. I don't have time to do that. So I'm removing the links off of my website. But I'll do a community post when I try something new like this that I introduced to you all Monday night, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. I'll just put the links. I'll go in and manually put the links on the community post, things that I recommend. But I am not going to be going through putting the links on my website every time I recommend something for a few pennies. I'm just not going to do it. And I hope you guys understand, because you still will get the links of the things, the wood chipper, the wood mulcher, whatever I use, I will still put it on there. I'm just not, I can't do everything. Because contrary to popular belief, I'm a one-woman show. I do it all. And I mean, I worked hard this week on the banana plants. You can see it in the video, out of breath, taking a nap. But I felt good. You know, sometimes you could be out of breath and you could be tired, but you have such a sense of accomplishment of what you've done that you really feel good. So I really felt good because I couldn't do that 2 years ago. Didn't have the strength. But I know not to overwork myself. I used my pain cream, my knees, my elbows, my lower back before I got started. When I got done, I came in, took a hot shower, and I felt good. Okay? So work smart and work late. Smart and not hard. Don't worry about it, Bobby Wilson. Now, Joyce is saying something wonderful. She said, yes, there are people here in Indy are reluctant to mask and have been since the beginning of the pandemic. I watched something that was horrific last night on YouTube. A lady getting carried off the plane because she didn't want to wear a mask. No shoes, no shirt. You can't get served in some restaurants. If the airlines say you got to wear a mask, you need to wear a mask or don't fly. Get in your car and drive cross country if that's what you want to do. But why go through all the trouble, drunk as a skunk, on the plane, hollering and cursing and shouting and spitting all over people because you don't want to wear a mask? It was almost a year before I went anywhere with a vacation. And when I did go camping with my sons and, family, I was sitting outside with a mask on, and my adult children, I always say kids, my youngest son, my baby son, they all grown. They said, Mama, you don't have to have one out here. We're social distancing, we're outside. I didn't want to go inside a restaurant to eat. I didn't want to go through the drive-through. We were on the road driving, and I was taking my mask off on one side, eating like this, using sanitizer, lotion, and spraying everything. I went a little overboard. But I knew what kind of conditions that I deal with every day. And I knew if it was a choice between a healthy young lady, 35, and me with all these issues, she was going to get the, what do you call it, respirator? I wouldn't get it. So I was just probably going a little bit overboard, but I'd rather be on the safe side than error. And so here's Melissa SoCal, so she still keep her mask on her face. That's right. Everywhere I go. I go to the post office, people working in and out with the mask. And they look at me like I'm crazy because I'm carrying these bags and I got the mask on, and they think I'm coming in, cutting in the line. But if any of you have a business, you know that once you do your labels at home, that you can't see the computer from here, but the printer, you print your labels out and everything. All you got to do is just drop them off at the area where you're supposed to drop them off, and they think I'm trying to cut the line, and I speak to everybody. Everywhere I go, I'm just real friendly. But they said, what's this lady doing with this mask on? They all standing in line at the post office because it's very busy this time of year, which leads me to what I want to talk about next. I was waiting for the stratification to complete of the hibiscus seeds, and I'm pulling it up. That's what I'm looking at right now. And so when I get off of here, I'm going to be sending out the red Texas Star hibiscus. And what I did was everybody that sent money or Cash App me postage, I put them on one list. And then the people who did not, I put them on another. And so if they want the red Texas Star hibiscus, either Cash App me today and say what it's for, or send me an email and let me know when you're going to do it, because I'm going to go ahead and give it away. I hope you don't take it the wrong way. It's business. All elderberry cuttings will be going out within the next 2 weeks. And what am I trying to say? Comfrey will be coming out. Now, some of you all want it, and I told you the post office went up on the postage, so I just asked for a little bit of postage. I'm not going into all big old fussing and preaching over that again. But if you want it, you know what to do. Bottom line. If you don't do what you need to do, then I'll remove you from the list. Okay? I want to ring a special bell right now to Miss Viola Graham. I encouraged her, like many others, to start her YouTube channel, and she has it now, and I think it's called Grandmother's Garden. If one of my mods would put it up, if Miss Viola, if she's new to this, if she's not able to do it, if one of my moderators would put her channel up. I don't usually link the channels on Blessings from the Garden on Sunday. I link them on Monday, but this is a special occasion, so I want to put her. Cherie, Lady Cheryl, did you see my message about Amazon? I'll go back. Yeah, that's what I messed up, Cherie. I put, Lady Cheryl, you just need to put your YouTube channel as your website, not your business site. And that's where I messed up. So I'll wait a while, Cherie, and I'll redo it again. But not right now. I'm too busy for the holidays. So I got a lot of lists. I got to get the gifts, certificates that I gave people out. I got orders and stuff. So I'm going to wait until next year, Cherie, and use a different email address and do it again. But right now, I'm mad at them, so I don't want to even deal with it. Okay. And Debbie is chastising Cherie, telling her to put it in all caps. That's funny. Battle of the Mod Squad. LC's Mod Squad. Hey, Siobhan, nice to see you. So, Miss, my granny's garden is working on her website. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so I'm not going to be on here long. I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Don't forget, just notify me your intent about the comfrey and the hibiscus seeds. And when I get off of here, I'm going to eat me a little lunch because I was in class at noon. And I'm going to start getting the packages together to get the seeds. Now, some of you will get everything in one box. If you get a box or an envelope and you don't get everything and it's something you think is missing, just email me and just say when I'm getting the elderberry, blah, blah, blah. And I'll check the list and I'll get right back to you. Okay? All right. Yes, the Texas weather has been crazy these past few years. Yes, 2 abundant acres. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. But am I going to give up gardening? No. I'm going to keep on keeping on. And I'm going to do what I need to do to go roll with it. What is it? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I don't fold. I'm going to still grow because I love to grow. And once again, I want to thank the 2 people that gave me the Cash App. This is wonderful. You know, YouTube gets a percentage, but I'll use the percentage that I get to keep blessing other people. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. I'm making sure there wasn't a question. Most of my questions come on Sunday night. Miss Andale, thank you for being here. She said she's been working and listening. Hey, Nikki, good afternoon. We're getting ready to get off. Thank you so much. for everybody being here. And I told you this will be less than an hour unless it's something that's complicated. Oh, I know what I can tell you. I can tell you this. I was asked multiple times about a sampler pack of my teas. So I put one on. And it includes the shipping and the handling. It'll come in a black envelope with directions of how to make the tea in the individual pouches. You'll get one package of each tea. And it's on the website. And I already got a couple orders for it. And Brampton Gardner is in the house. Thank you for being here. So she's shopping for seeds. So every Sunday, come on back. Somebody can win. You got to have a cash app. You never know how I'm going to do it to make it fair. Sometimes it'll be the first person. Might be the first person with my name with a C on it or L. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to bless somebody with some money every week to get some seeds. Okay? All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Please, please, please make sure if you can, if you find it in your heart to share my video on different social media platforms. I'm getting close to 10,000. I've said this before. I've never celebrated any milestone. But 10,000 would be one that I think I need to celebrate. And it's all because of you. So if you share my videos, I think they'll look at the content and they will subscribe. I'm not asking that you ask people to subscribe to me. Only if they check out the content. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7. You know I love you and God loves you too. Good afternoon, everybody, and enjoy your Sunday. I hope it's peaceful. Okay, now.